In the starting five here today, and now we are underway. Silas Demery Jr., the freshman, got to go. Shot clock's inside of 5. Here's the freshman off balance. Got the iron and a second chance here, and a chance at the free throw line for
rebound when a shot goes up.
Struggled against Florida, fouled out, scored just 8 points.
Sure, he's not too happy with 2 open threes.
Ooh, Thomason, nifty dribble drop. Griffin, defended by Melendez. Back off to Sears. Sears on the drive, just as Pat mentioned. Emma wants to go. Georgia likes to run too, but they're not going to be against trying to slow things down or settle things down a little bit in this game.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about that, but you got to be able to run when you can.
Alabama now 0 for 4, and Thomason drops it inside to Chiwa for 2 more. In the corner, taken away. Melendez with the steal. Melendez can't finish, but he'll have a chance at the free throw line.
18 per game.
There you see the balance through 7 games in SEC field. Demery on the drive, the kick to Hill. Hill, tough shot. Can't get it, but guess who's got the rebound? Melendez, second chance opportunity.
With a 3, we see it all the time.
Another turnover. Melendez. Kane, deep 3. Oh, Georgia, timeout, Bama.
For the amount of guard play they have, and they play fast, so they will turn it over higher than normal.
Jalen Deloach in the game, good find on the inside, and that one will drop.
Not look good from the start.
Estrada, corner 3, another miss from outside the arc. Alabama is 0 for 7 so far outside the three-point line, so what do? You take... Demery found an opening on the inside, had a little...
And he is relentless, isn't he? Just putting his head down, attacking, finishing on the opposite side of the rim.
You have live ball turnovers against Alabama. You can count on that being in the basket on the other end.
Right.
Sears.
Good catch.
By Nelson. Nelson drops it in. Justin Hill. Thomason.
And he's so important to running that half-court offense.
Thomason drops in. Georgia is 4 for 8 outside the arc. Alabama is 0 for 7. They go inside again to Nelson, working on Chiwa, 2 more. Thomason throws it up, hoping maybe Chiwa can rip it down. He does. Hill with the fake, got it off to Kane. He drops in another Georgia 3.
Ratio. He's your answer for half-court offense. Going to get you to something good.
Mike White said Justin Hill was a game-time decision, too, because he's been battling illness. Thomason drains. He's got a team-high 8. Georgia is 6 of 11 outside the three-point line. Nelson to the basket.
28% clip, but he can knock it down.
Melendez turned it over. Here's Estrada back the other way. Looks for the lob, and throwing it down is Griffin.
Yeah, here's what you got to get something set up here. Get a good shot at it. You don't want to get Alabama on a roll.
Chiwa, tough shot, and 7 points a game, but 15 points against Florida last time, 11 against LSU, but that game winner to pull it out here in this building, playing with some confidence, and then work on Abdur-Rahim playing with the 2 fouls. And a trip on the way to the basket. He's been Oxford to see Auburn take it for Georgia. They've struggled to take care of the basketball here in the first half, and Estrada couldn't hold on to it. Estrada will try for 3, and Alabama heating up. For the moment, Estrada credited just with the 1-3. They're going to go to the monitor. Thomason buries another 3. Sears weaving through traffic. He's denied. Numbers for Georgia. Demery to the basket. Followed up. Thrown down by Melendez. No baskets. Goaltending. It was a 13-0 run that put them up 17-2. Estrada, three-pointer on the way, is good. Right, 2 to go in the first half. Beautiful extra pass made at that position.
Well, even making that catch on the baseline to facilitate that great pass underneath was
At the line.
Now, I have to say, I'm very...
For everything that did not go your way here in the Chiwa, rejected inside by Diabate. Alabama gets a stop, final minute, first half. Sears, good pass inside, finding...
And in that transition defense, Georgia's got to understand, yes, stop the ball, got to get the shooters, but also protect that basket.
Thomason, tough shot.
In the rim.
Abdul Rahim wasn't in the rhythm in the first half thanks to a couple of fouls. Misses that here, Sears. Sears trying to get going. Melendez trying to back in Sears. Now turning to the right. There's the help from Nelson. And there's the follow-up by Melendez again.
Score. So don't you think, right, he's an 85%.
Be a quad one win for Alabama coming here to Stegman. Tough place to play. You can hear it right behind us, but you get a road win against the top 75. That's a quad one. But again, Georgia. Melendez looking for Chiwa. Chiwa backing in on Nelson, using some of that strength, showing.
Well, you mentioned Chiwa and Thomason, both of them already at their season averages.
There is Griffin with.
Just add a little bit more in the scoring department, you'll be right there.
Demery tried to get it into Chiwa, turned it over. Here's Reitzel off to Estrada, who reverses it up for 2.
Oh,
Not closely guarded. It'd be a set shot at this point.
Yeah, just put me in the deep, deep, deep corner. Nobody bother me.
How deep? Down the vomitory there?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, away from any. Here comes Alabama. This has got the feeling of a grinded out type game. It's not going to be the 100-point pretty offensive game, but Georgia has
5 times today.
I've seen a handful of players give it their all here. Deloach.
Which, if you're not making shots, how else can you win games on the road?
Sears fighting inside. Won't drop, but there's the follow.
The line. So Georgia has made them bounce it off of the three-point line.
Diabate will head to the free throw line.
And then recover if you're a defender.
Well, if you're Georgia, the one thing about the free throw shooting is you're putting the guys you want at the line for Alabama at the line, but Alabama up. Demery got his man in the air, count it, and 1.
Here.
There's Demery showing the speed and showing that strength, and then Deloach on the follow. That was part of their game plan here today. Kane can't get this one again. The body's on the floor. It's Georgia comes away. They've been aware, it seems, of where Sears is at all times, and that is so important. Whoa! Melendez! Kane on the drive, on the run, tough shot, but Blue cut 8. Estrada, rare open look for Sears, and he makes Georgia pay. Encourage them. They don't need any encouraging. Chiwa inside on Nelson for 2. Fingers now with 10. They did go to the monitor. There was nothing else outside the original common foul on Estrada on Deloach or Nelson. Nelson answers on Walters. Now to Griffin. Griffin with the floater.
Oh, he has been so good. Damian Fishback probably caught me a couple times.
He's nodding back in the studio, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Griffin on the spin. Got it, and the foul. Thomason fights for the rebound. Second chance again for Georgia. Abdul Rahim back in the game, and he'll have a chance at the free throw line.
Offensive presence.
Demery back in the game. Lazy pass. Reitzel makes Georgia pay.
Yeah, that sure was in.
Reitzel battling in the backcourt. He digging in.
By Griffin, Sears, and Wrightsell. You're in business.
That's going to be a foul on Sears. No pro. He'll get another. 2 free throws for here at Stegman Coliseum. Georgia jumped out to a 17-2 lead against Alabama in the first.
It resulted in 2 free throws.
And 3. Even below their, even though they're below 50% for the game, that's going to be a foul on Alabama. Front end of the 1 of 2. And here comes Alabama off the miss. You know they will push, and Estrada gets into the front court. Sears launches and makes a 3.
Aggressiveness and athleticism.
Kick to the corner. Griffin. Tie game. 5 minutes to play. Estrada tiptoes down the lane. No, Nelson with the
gaps. Committed to kicking out, shooting that 3, regardless of what's happened previously in this game. That's their style of play, and that's how they got them back this lead.
Damery, strong take to the back. Loosen up, get back into it, help their Bulldogs here against the first place team in the SEC. Sears hits another 3.
So he loses a 30-second timeout.
And looking at Nate right now.
That was the only review of the review he had. So
on this end for the Bulldogs, and it has been a struggle for Georgia offensively. Instant offense, though, from Noah Thomas. Nelson, and a foul is called.
This is the crunch time right here for.
Remember, it came in averaging out. Don't quit kind of game for Alabama. Here's Hill with the step to the basket, and the foul, count it. Nelson thought about it, but didn't.
The way he caught it, his footwork and the release, the high arc, that was going in.
Hill again fighting inside. Sears, Nelson again. Yes! Again! Some clock here. Approaching 40 seconds to go. Now on 7 on the shot clock. Sears got through and finished.
I lost count how many times guys dove on the floor for loose balls.
Well, 2 for 2 tonight.
And back 3s by Nelson. Back 3s by Nelson.
Bound by Griffin, and that will do it. The Alabama Crimson Tide tighten their grip as we approach the midpoint of the season on first place in the SEC. They're now 7-1 in the conference.